So get ready to hear the untold stories and witness the true behind the scenes, unfiltered, and of course, by keeping it real on the mic.
All right, so welcome back to Mel on the Mic. I am excited to have my friend, my lifer, a fucking real one, Mr. Jazzy.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah. He's like, damn, talk it up.
Yeah. Hype me up.
Right. Okay, I have been having a horrible memory lately. How did you and I meet?
I think I met you through Skrill when you guys had that joint Instagram.
Wait.
Mel and Skrill or something.
The roomies?
The roomies? It's so weird. I thought you guys like you, him, and what are we?
Little E.
I don't know what's going on.
That is so funny.
Yeah, I think that at that point, yeah.
We were like the roomies in Huntington Beach.
Mm-hmm. I think that's how I met you, through Skrill, probably.
Through Skrill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Small world.
Yeah. God, that was 10 years ago. Yeah, I think
like a lifetime ago, yeah.
It felt like a lifetime ago. Jesus. So like I always laugh because, you know, when you have friends out here, especially for men, like the women out here, like Scottsdale girls, you know, you have your party friends, you have like the girls are like, okay, cool, I'll see you when you're out, but I'm not going to kick it with you outside of this, you know, and the same with guys. Do you have a memory of like when or how, when you were like, okay, like Mel, like you're a homie, you're not in that category of
I'm
like
trying to fuck you?
Yeah.
Well, because you're Skrill's ex, number one.
Yeah.
I probably hooked up one of Skrill's exes before, but no, I think I have like a rule, so it's weird, but if we haven't hooked up in like 90 days, I'm probably not gonna ever hook up with you, just because we've passed that friend threshold, and I don't see you as like, I just see you as a friend. I don't know, maybe once in a while has happened, but like maybe a handful of times over my life. Other than that, no, we're strictly friends, and like that's about it. I've had people like, we've been naked in bed, and I really wanted to, but I was just like, nah. Also, these females are whores. You know their whole story? I was like, man, I really don't want you.
Who is?
Most of these girls.
Most of these girls?
Yeah, I've been friends with. I know their whole like story.
Yeah.
So like, I know they're like real whores. No offense, I love them, but like, I don't want you.
But right, I know.
Yeah.
I know, because like there's always like that, and I think for more so it's like for me, because like I have like a bunch of guy friends.
Yeah.
But there is that turning point where I'm like, okay, now I can like trust you. Like we're homies. Like you got my back. You're not gonna like fuck me when I'm like drugged off a drink or anything. You know.
I think you're attractive, but I don't think you're attractive. Which is weird, right? I don't look at you. I don't think of like any attraction. I think you're one of the guys. Like everybody's like, she's pretty. I was like, yeah. I mean.
But we're like closer, like brother and sister.
Yeah. I don't
like,
see it.
Yeah. No, same. No. I feel that. Okay, so let's talk how you are an amazing dad. One, I want to say, like, I respect you so much for, like, your lifestyle, because I feel like you're always traveling, you're always doing stuff, but I feel like you always make time for your kids.
Yeah.
And that's super important. So what was your relationship with your mom and your dad?
Well, my dad was in my life. So, actually, long story, it wasn't my life until, like, my 17. Around 17, he was in my life for 1 year. Now he's my best friend. So it's a whole nother fucking story.
I met him.
Yeah. Super cool guy. Like, so much in common. I didn't realize how much you have in common with, like, okay, so how you learn your responsibilities, your traits. You learn that from your parents, but you're born with certain traits, right? So when I was 30, my dad called me, and he's like, hey, I heard you had a child. And I said, cool. And he's like, I'm going to come out for his first birthday. I said, whatever, nigga. I don't get like, sure you are. I haven't talked to you in like 7 years.
Welcome back.
Like, see ya. And then like a year later, he actually showed up. He hit me up. He said, hey, I'm going to come out for a couple of weeks, like 2 weeks. And then my ex, Mel, other Mel, we were like sitting on the couch one day, and she came out, and she's like, you guys haven't said a word in hours. I'm like, this is how we are. And then we hung out, and I got to know him. He explained more about like somewhat why he wasn't in my life and the dynamic between him and my mom. And so we ended up understanding that like me and him are just alike, right? So now he's like my favorite person to hang out with. When he comes in town, we just drink. Like, he'll be like, oh, it's Tuesday. I said, okay. He's like, the sun's out. What should we do? I was like, I don't know. He's like, let's go have some drinks. I said, all right, let's go.
That is so you.
He almost moved here because I was like, him and, I don't know the situation between him and his wife, but he hit me up one day. He's like, I want to move here.
shit.
I'm gonna move to Arizona. I said, come on, let's go. I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
About it's like, if you move here, we gotta work. Like, like we can't just drink all day every day. I know I don't work, but like we gotta do something. And then I think he finally called me, and I was like, you know what? Honestly, I know I'm your favorite son, but like, you got to take care of one of your kids. Like, see your kids grow up. Just from like, I don't think he's seen his kids from, well, not like that, but like had his kids in his life since birth to 18. And so his son now, who's my brother, is maybe 14.
Oh, okay. Wait. So he has one other son.
Oh no, he has more. Oh man, he was out there.
Okay.
No. He has a daughter, 2 sons, or 3 sons, or 4 sons. Sorry, me. Wait. Sorry, take that back. There's one, and we don't know if it's his child, but he came out here. He's starting to look like him. I didn't think it was his child. I was like, he didn't look like any of us.
Yeah.
And he's starting to look a little bit like him. So yeah, let's see. 4 boys, 1 girl.
You sound like me, because like I have like brothers from like so many different
all over.
It's all over. I love them all, accept them all. I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I got white brothers. I got Mexican brothers.
It confuses people. I know. Same. Far as my mom, she was the best mom she could be, but she had addiction, and it was what it was, right? So she did try to do her best. I did learn from her hard work. Because growing up, she had like her regular 9-to-5 job, and then she had like a second business cleaning snowbirds trailer homes.
Oh, okay.
And we're in the East Valley. So after school, after practice, I would hop on a bus and get off at this retirement home, and then I would stay there until 5 o'clock in the morning, sleep there, and get up and go to school. And she cleaned the inside. Spray the outside and clean it, and then that would be like, that's how we bought a house. Like, we did this for like 2 or 3 years, and then saved up enough to get our apartment and buy a house. And
that's so cool.
Yeah, and then after that, it just went downhill. But I've had a good network of people where I call my brother and my sister, but a Mexican family took me in for a while, and then...
Wait, at what age was that?
Around 15, 16.
Okay.
They took me in for a while because I was sleeping in the park, which is crazy. Okay, so me and my mom, I was on the ladder, like maybe a 15-foot ladder, doing the vault ceilings, right? And I'm painting the ceilings, and she's like drinking. She would drink a bottle of wine a night, and pop pills. I don't know exactly what pills, but yeah, she was all fucked up. And I don't know. I cussed her out, told her to go to fuck the bed. I'm like, and then she like kicked the fucking kicked me off the fucking, what is it called? Whatever it was on. And I hit the fucking ground off 15 feet, flip out, and then she kicks me out, and then I just take all my shit and I just leave. And then I go sleep in a park, but I still go to school every day.
Yeah.
And then I go to my friend's house every day after school, and just chill, eat, whatever. And I told my friends, don't tell their parents. Like, I'm fine, whatever, cool. And then I think after like 2 weeks, my friend's mom found out and then made me come to her house. Veronica took me in and like took care of me for a while, and then actually she helped me get a car. I think I got a Silverado. I feel like somehow working. Somehow I had this truck. I don't know how I got this truck, but then my mom came back, knocked on the door one day. She knew where I was.
And how long were you with this family?
Maybe 1.5 to 2 years.
Okay.
I was causing chaos. I was like throwing parties and.
What?
Oh yeah, I was
at their house.
Oh man, I threw this party. We used to have the party line where you call in.
Yeah.
And you figure out like a hotline. You figure out like there used to be this guy called Superman. He was a promoter. The cops are always looking for this guy, but it was a party line. This guy hits me up, and he's like, "You trying to throw a party?" I said, "Yeah, let's go." And so now we get this townhouse in this cul-de-sac, gated community. 250, 300 people in this place. It's fucking slammed. The ghetto birds come, all the helicopters, spotlights on the house.
Yeah.
People stole like everything out Veronica's room. It was so bad.
Hell?
Yeah. Shit was broken. I even ran. I ran from the house. I'm like, fuck it, I'm leaving. I'm not waiting for these cops. Because we were in the house and they couldn't come inside. And then they started calling my friend's mom. I was like, oh man, we got to run too. And then somehow we get back the next day and we had the house professionally clean. But she still knew, like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right.
what went down. But yeah, it was like wild times. So my mom said she was clean or whatever, wanted me back. And then I think I was only back home for like 3 to 6 months, maybe less than that. And then she sent me to she's like, oh, you're not going back there. She sent me to a foster home, like a halfway house for kids.
What?
Yeah, crazy, right?
Wait, what? And then how old were you at that point?
I think it was almost 17 at this point.
Okay.
At this halfway house in Phoenix. And crazy part is, I'll go around stories, but my grandma used to tell me I have like, I can tell the future. I was like, whatever. I thought she was just a holy crazy woman. But I used to have dreams about the future. And so I had dreams about these black Jordan shorts I had. And I was on the couch and this girl was in my shorts and I'm in my underwears. We're like making out, right? Yeah. And I'm like on this random old couch in this room. I'm like, it's crazy. So fast forward, I'm in this halfway house and there's this hot girl. Cause we have the house is separated, but you can like, you see when you're in passing, you see other people. So we talked about meeting out in the living room. So we met in the living room in the middle of the night, but she took my shorts because she came out in her underwear. So she took my shorts. I'm like hooking up. And I was like, I had deja vu. I was like, oh man, this is fucking crazy. And then, yeah, I was there. When I was there.
Did you tell your grandma that story?
No.
You were like, we're going to leave that one out.
No, I'll keep that to myself. Well, when I was there, I had a dream about my dad. And had a dream that I was coming down the escalator and this guy is like in a red and blue shirt and he's like bald headed and I think I have a backpack and then I walk up to him and I'll say, are you my dad? And he's like, how did you know? I was like, I don't know. I just had a feeling and maybe the only black person here. I don't fucking know. I had that dream and then say maybe like a month or two later, they found out I had a father. And so they sent me to my father. And that's actually happened. I went down the escalator and in Orlando, and he was wearing the same shirt. And I walked up to him because I only met him as a child, so I don't remember what he. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my childhood.
That's crazy. And then did you stay with your dad until you were like 18, and then just?
All right. So what happened with my dad?
It's so funny because like I feel like we're such close friends, but I don't know.
Nobody knows. I live like.
Yeah.
Listen, I try to tell people I've lived like 20 lifetimes.
Yeah.
So. When I lived in Orlando, my dad worked all the time. So the family down the street like took care of me more or less. They were called the Gormans, and they had like a weird blended family. It was Mr. and Mrs. Gorman, but they had a black daughter, and then like it was all fucked up. So I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
And we lived in the neighborhood, so they just took care of me while my dad was at work. He worked all the time, so he can't really like watch out for me. So yeah, that was like my secondary family.
Crazy. And then when did you move out of the house with your dad?
I moved back. I moved back to Arizona when I was maybe 18 or 19, in between.
Okay.
After high school, after I graduated, his wife lived in Germany, and she was like strict. Like they were trying to get me to go to Germany when I went to Orlando. I was like, fuck that.
To live?
Yeah, because she's like, me and her are cool now. We're cool as fuck. Her name, but she was like, no playtime, no nothing. I fuck off. So I don't know what you like. We're gonna butt heads. So afterwards, they're gonna be moving to Germany or moving somewhere, and then I was like, I'm not fucking going. And then also, I hate the weather in Florida. They say it's a sunshine state, but nah, fuck that. It's like, it gets sunny, it's great, it's beautiful, then it fucking rains and then it's humid.
There's fucking mosquitoes everywhere.
I don't got time for that, yeah.
No.
So I moved back to Arizona.
Yeah.
And around 18, 19. I moved a lot.
And then what? You just kind of like, how did you?
I moved back to my mom's.
Wait, what the fuck?
I moved back to I had nobody to live with, so I moved back to my mom.
Yeah.
She charged me rent. I don't ever forget that. She's like, well, you can come back. Yeah, pay rent. I said, all right, whatever, cool.
Yeah.
Then I started going to MCC to be like a veterinarian. But then I had tattoos. So I said, fuck that. So I went to, one day I skipped school to go look at some cell phones, but then ended up at a pizza shop. It was Hungry Howie's. And the guy's like, you want a job? And I said, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm looking for a delivery guy. I said, I don't have a car. But you know what? This girl I'm talking to
Stop.
has a car.
Stop.
And she's going to be out of town for like the whole summer. So I can figure it out. I always can figure it out. So yeah, I
You're
use her
such a
car.
hustler.
Yeah, I use her car for deliveries for like 3 or 4 months. And then I love that job because I got like, it seemed that life was so simple, like making $7 or $8 an hour plus tips. And like, I feel like I had no bills, but I did. I had rent to my mother, which is fucking crazy. But yeah, towards the end, I was like, man, I'm gonna have to quit this job. And somehow I walked back into it was AT&T Singular and went back and forth. So I think it was Singular at the time. I walked into the store talking to the guy about what's going on. He's like, you want a job? I said, yeah. I said, perfect. I said, I don't have to drive nowhere. He's like, no, he's right here. I said, perfect. So yeah, I got a job there, and then I ended up getting my own store like after a while. So yeah.
Your own store?
Like running my own store. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I love how like all these people keep offering you jobs.
I'm a
Want
people
job?
person. I don't know. My grandma used to say people are attracted to your aura. She was a wise woman.
Yeah, I get that. Because you have like it is your aura. It's your energy. It's like something. It's like inviting.
Yeah.
It's like people want to get to know you. They want to be around you. It's like welcoming. But
I never understood it, but she was
Yeah.
right. She wasn't wrong. But yeah, that was just like my
yeah.
life.
Do you feel like you still have a lot of deja? I have a lot of deja vu all the time. Does that still happen?
Yeah, I had, another one I had a dream that I was in Orlando. I had a dream I was in Orlando, and I had my dad, we're in the kitchen eating, and he's like, hey, I got to tell you something. I said, what? You have another brother. I had this dream, and then no more than a month later, I'm just eating cereal, and he comes and tells me, hey, you have another brother. I said, huh? I said, what?
Stop.
Yeah. It's been wild. Yeah.
Dude, that's insane. Well, it's so great to hear. Like, I've always wondered, because I met your dad at R&R one time when he was in town, and he was cool. And you're like, it's my dad. I'm like, wait, what? Like,
I know, he looks good.
Yeah, he like doesn't even.
Yeah,
age.
I got him on peptides. He doesn't age. He looks good, but he got the belly, so we're trying to have him like.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would have been a great duo in Scottsdale, like mother and daughters. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, he was wild. So growing up, for the year I was with him, he used to go out, and so in Orlando, you only had to be 18 to be in the club. So he would call me and be like, I'm with these 18-year-old girls. What do I tell them? I said, that you have a 17-year-old son at home to tell him come by?
You're easy, Dad.
Yeah. No, we used to go out to the club together. He's the first one to take me to the club.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. You want more kids?
No, I didn't want the first one.
Are you done?
I was done after the first one. I was done before the first one. Listen, when she told me, I was like, I was in Costa Rica. I found out on Facebook because Drew Young started drama on Facebook with people. So he was talking shit to this kid.
Oh, Drew.
Somehow I get brought into this talking shit, and then the kid's like, he DMs me. He's like, oh, that's why I hook up with your girl when you're out of town. Okay, well, I already went to jail for beating somebody's ass, so I'm not fighting nobody no more. I'm good.
Yeah.
They tried to give me 6 years in prison. I'm good. You have to put your hands on me at this point in life, right?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Put somebody in the hospital. That's a whole fucking other story.
Yeah.
They try to give me time for it.
So that's why you don't fucking
Yeah,
fight
I don't touch
anymore.
people. I got time. Yeah. They're like, even after I took a plea, they try to give me more time. But crazy is, the family who took me in, the Mexican family.
Yeah.
My brother, who's her son, I call him my brother. He was in court crying for me, like this little Mexican kid. Like he had letters written. And he's like, "Don't take my brother. Like he's such a great guy." Yeah.
Oh my.
And then other people wrote letters for me, and so she's like, "I was gonna give you some jail time because I fucked this dude's face up." Oh, okay. So I only hit him twice, but when I hit this kid, I was trying to kill him. Like, I just saw red.
Yeah.
And then I was like, nah, I'm gonna fuck this kid up. But then when he hit the ground, I walked away. But I, like, split his nose open and cracked his skull. And
Damn.
so he had, like, it was like $80,000 or $100,000 in, like, medical bills.
Whose fault was it? Like, who started it?
All right, here's the story.
Okay, I'm like, you can't just, like, throw that in there.
Right.
Like, oh, I almost went to jail.
So me and my ex broke up. And then we had one car. My car. So I let her keep everything. Anytime I leave a girl, she gets to keep everything. I don't care. I want to start over.
Okay.
So she kept everything. The car's mine, but she worked in Old Town at Wall Night. She was a bottle service girl.
Okay.
So back in the day, I was like, okay, cool. Stupid decision. I work during the day. You take the car on the weekends. Cool. It worked out. It was fine. Then one Friday, she didn't pick up the car. She would have it for the weekend. And she calls me and she said, hey, I need the car. I said, then come get it. She's like, I have no money. I said, okay. I'm living in PV. So she's like, I'll call you Uber. Being a nice guy. Cool, call the Uber. She comes out, comes to the garage, but now she's drunk. I said, you're not taking my car. And she's like arguing with me and there's all this other shit. And then I started looking, I was like, this Uber's still here. I said, I called the Uber. I was like, what are you doing here still? He's like, there's other people in the car. I said, oh, okay. I said, tell him to get the fuck out the car because I won't pay for this Uber. I'll cancel it.
Yeah.
Get out of the car. It's another girl, her dude she's talking to now, and his friend. And then while I'm on the phone, she swings on me. I move out the way, and then I push her down. So her dude doesn't run up. His friend runs up on me. He says, don't put your hand on a female. I said, Dog, she swung on me. I was like, first off, I'll fuck everybody up here.
Yeah.
I was like balled out. I was like, why you guys at my house?
Yeah.
I said, everybody get the fuck away. Now I'm arguing with this dude, about to fight this guy. Her boyfriend goes and gets a boulder, or like a big ass brick out of my front yard, and comes and tries to hit me on the head with it. I see him at the corner of my eye, I duck. He hits the ground because he trips over.
What the fuck?
And then it runs off. She's still on the ground in the garage while this is all going on. They all run off. And then I'm like, me, nice guy, I'll call her another Uber.
You're like, I really want you to go.
I was like, let me just call this girl an Uber. I call her Uber to her house. And then I told this kid when he ran off, I was like, dog, when I see you, I'm going to kill you. Like, that's why I learned my dad's the same way. I was like, I respect people, but if like you put your hands on me, I don't know anything but like, in my mind, if I fight somebody, the only other option is death. So that's why I don't have guns. I've never had a gun. I don't believe in it. And my dad's the same way. He's like, I'll shoot people. I said, I would too. I was like, we were talking about it.
Yeah.
He's like, somebody try me, I just shoot him. I was like, same. So I was like, I don't need a gun. So yeah, that happened. And then a week later, we're at Cake and Tosh's dumbass. I have a bottle. I'm at the table. I see him. Tosh is like, look, you can hit him. Don't hit him with the bottle. I said, fair.
That's fair. That's fair.
Put the bottle down. I walk up to him. He sees me. I walk. He can't react fast enough. I hit him twice. He hits the ground. And then I hit his boy. His boy hits the ground. And then they got to take this kid out. They got to call an ambulance. They got to take him on a stretcher.
Oh,
like, that's how bad it was. Yeah.
What year was this?
It was like 11, 12 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. So 2014, was it? Yeah, like 2014.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, that happened. Then Tosh gave up the footage to the cops. I said, of all things you could have done, he's like, oh, they're threatening my liquor license. I said, whatever.
That's kind of fair too, though,
yeah.
you know?
You said I could do it. So I did it. So whatever, cool. But I'm not thinking about the cops. I'm just living life because I'm just having fun, right? And fast forward, maybe it's like 2 months later, something like that. I'm in a Christmas outfit. I don't know why. I'm at an after party dressed like Santa. Me and Cello, just dressed like Santa. I don't know why. It's 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. We're fucked up. I said, I got to go home. He's like, okay, it's close to Christmas too. I remember because I was in jail during Christmas. So it was close to Christmas. He's like, you get to drive? I was like, yeah, I'm fine, man. It's daytime. I believe if you get a DUI during the day, you're a jackass. So I was like, no, I'm fine. I stopped drinking like at 1 o'clock. I'm like, cool. So I'm driving, but I pay attention to around me always. So I'm like paying attention to license plates. And these are trucks driving weird around me, like sporadic. And I was like, man, and I saw G-Dash. I was like, oh man, that's an undercover. I was like, I live on like 56 in 56 in Lincoln or something like 60th in Lincoln, a house on the corner.
Yeah.
We painted it black one year, so it's a black house on the corner. And stupid thing we did.
Would.
And yeah, easy to find us.
Yeah. The only black house.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm driving down Scottsdale. I'm driving down Hayden. And then I like, let me just bust left down McDonald to go down the back roads. Because they're driving. I saw 2 different trucks. And so I'm driving, not paying attention. I'm just going. But one of these trucks are behind me. And then I get a call for like, no caller ID. So I pick it up. And it's like, hey, Jazzy. I said, who's this? He said, Officer blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, what do you want? He's like, hey, you may have witnessed a fight last night between a guy and his girlfriend at Cake. Well, this is Thursday night. So this is like Thursday morning or Friday morning, something like that. So I was like, Cake wasn't open. So I was like, what the fuck you want? I was like, I didn't see shit. And I was like, what are you calling for? He's like, we're behind you. We need you to pull over. I said, I'm not pulling over, my guy. I said, you fucking crazy?
Yeah, right.
I was like, I'm on my way to the house.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know who's behind me. And he's like, no, you got to pull over. I said, no, you can follow me to my house. So I'm driving to my house. Then they have this big-ass apprehension truck. Now all the neighbors are outside because there's like a apprehension team. And then this truck, supposedly it was assault. So they're like, I was dead, said I was armed and dangerous. I wasn't.
Yeah.
It was these fists that got him. They caught him slipping.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like drove, pulled in my garage, and then they all pulled guns on me, got me out the car, and then they arrested me. And the guy started talking to me. He's like, "You seem like a cool guy." I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." He's like, "They said you were dangerous." I said, "Stop." I said, "Hey, can I get some money at the house?" He's like, "Dog, that money ain't gonna help for this bail." I said,
What?
I was like, "Can I get some food?" He's like, "Yeah, you can get some food. He's gonna be in there for a while because this is the weekend." So yeah, I dealt with that, and then I think my bond was like $50,000 or $60,000. So
To bail you out?
yeah, because they tried to give me 3 felonies for it because they took me to like an interrogation room.
Right.
Sometimes I probably should ask for a lawyer, but I'm pretty smart. They showed me the footage in the interrogation room. It's clearly me. She's like,
Yeah.
"You know who that is?" Like, don't we all?
Hey.
He's like,
Yeah.
"It looks like they're trying to be nice, but
Yeah.
cops are never. They always have a different agenda." He's like, "Look, we're just gonna hit you with a felony charge for assault, just because you hit him twice and he hit the ground and you walked away. Like you didn't do anything else." So I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." And then I thought I was gonna just go in and get let out. Like, oh, OR me? No, they're gonna hold me until this case is over. So yeah.
So wait, okay, so then you went to court.
Yeah, I was in jail for like maybe 45, 60 days. That was an experience.
How was jail? Like,
Man, all right, so
is it okay? I want to ask you because you always watch these movies and it's like this little tiny bed and this like little thing to pee in. Is it really like
yeah,
that?
that's like that. But you have more than one person in the room. I think I had 2 people in my room. Yeah.
So
only
there's
had
3
2.
beds.
I think there's 2 beds. There's bunk beds, if I remember. And so we're in pods. So we're in like county. So you don't even get time to go out. You get 1 hour a day. You're like just trapped in these pods, and there's just different sections. There's different sections of pods. So you can see other people, but you can't interact with them. So whoever's in your pod are your people. And so when I got there, me being on bougie, I don't eat peanut butter. And so, well, they serve peanut butter and oranges. I lost so much weight during that time. I have nobody's phone number. The only phone number I have is my ex's phone number. And she's the one who was like wrote a statement on me, so I had to call her.
So we were just talking about this with Joey Boy. So like, whose number would you remember? Is like my ex's.
My ex's. That's all I know. Yeah. So I called her. She's like, "I'll do you one favor." I said, "Hey, call Matt. Matt's my best friend's son's godfather.
Yeah.
Call Matt." And then Matt calls my mom. Probably the worst person to fucking call is my mom. And then somehow Matt and this girl, Alyssa, I just meet. One of my best friends now. I don't know if you know Alyssa, like Alyssa Angel.
Oh, I love
Yeah, yeah.
her. Yes.
So me and her met maybe 2 months before that.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like hanging out all the time, having sleepovers. She had a boyfriend. We were having sleepovers, but people were like, weird. Like, yes, hook up. I said, no, we're like the best of friends.
Yeah.
And then I went MIA, ghost. So she like went and found Matt and hit up Matt. And then from there, she like put money on her book. So her and Matt are only 2 people I was talking. Like, I learned that when I was in jail. I was like, fuck everybody. Because people knew I was in jail.
Yeah.
Nobody like tried to put money on my books. Nothing. Because I couldn't like do anything. I had nobody's numbers. So I was just like.
They try to contact? Anybody try to contact you?
No, nobody did. No, it was
That's
her and Matt,
crazy.
how I talked to every day. And then, all right, so when I was there, well, I'm bored. I have nothing else going on. And I'm thinking about my life. Like, I guess I'm going to be in jail, blah, blah, blah. So some guy lends me food. He's like, hey, I'll give you these chips, but you got to give me 2 bags next week. I said, well, I don't know how I'm going to get those bags, but I'm still gonna take it. I'm gonna figure it out, right?
Yeah.
So I started paying attention to people lending shit out and getting money shit back. So I asked, I think Matt and maybe my mom, somebody put money in my books. And it wasn't a lot, but it was enough to get me by for calls. So while we're here, one of the guys is like, "Hey, do you want to fight?" I said, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, at the end of the night, you strip down and you go in like the bathroom and you just fight real quick and we bet on you." I said, "I have nothing else to do right now and I'm hungry." So
Wait, you got to do that naked?
yeah, I mean, I had my underwears on, like naked. Yeah, I think I was naked one time, if I remember right. Yeah, naked one time, underwear, just stripped down. It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
And then so he would like, they just bet, and then I could keep a percentage of my winnings. So I did this for like a week.
Oh, okay.
I was starving, and I was like, well, I didn't lose, but I got my ass. I was like, ribs fucked up and everything. But while I was getting my winnings, I wouldn't eat it still. I still fight. I just fight every day, and I just keep it. Until the end of the week, everything I made, I lent out that next week. Like, oh, you want something? I'll lend it out. So I did this for like a minute. So at one point, I became the store where I had like shitloads of food in bags.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
At all. Freaking hustling while you're in jail. Like, come on.
So then I'm like, okay, so black people hang out with the black people, the paisas, and there's two different types of Mexicans. They split up. Okay, cool. I said, hey, let's just do dinner together because the Mexicans do it. We should.
Yeah.
So we're doing it. That's partially why I started resenting black people for a minute. They brought nothing. And I was like, all right, well, I guess it's just me. And then I did that the next time. Then the next day, I was like, I'm just going to go eat with the Mexicans. And the guy's like, you going to do that? I said, are any of you guys going to fight me here? Because they throw everything in a pile, make burritos and stuff. It was fire.
Yeah.
Make the chips. Oh, man, it was great.
That's so Mexican.
Yeah. So I did that. And then fast forward, I'm in court. I take a plea. And then the judge is like, gonna let me go, but it's a process to let go. So you go back to jail, and then they process you out. It takes like a day or two, whatever. Cool. She's like, I asked her a question. I was like, hey, question. Can I get released on Monday? She's like, why? I was like, a lot of people owe me things, and I can't leave here like people owe me. It's like a respect thing. She's like, you're not going back to jail. I said, what? And so she literally had them transfer me to like a holding cell. And I just sat in that holding cell until like they processed me out, fingerprints it.
Yeah.
And guys, like, they never do that. I said, I try to go back to jail for the weekend. I was like,
Yeah.
motherfuckers owe me. Like, New Year's is over, Christmas is over, January, ain't shit going on. I'm not missing nothing. Like, I've already missed it all. I was making alcohol in there. I was doing everything.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready.
Yeah. I'm not going to prison because these guys like, I can't wait to go to prison. I was like, I can't wait to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But then I realized they said prison's better. I said, I'm good. I just want to get my shit and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But it's like a respect thing. Just in case I ever came back, they know they owe me. All right. But yeah, so that was an experience of life.
Insane. What the hell? Okay, well, good to know if anyone goes to jail.
I know, right?
Start hustling and fight naked.
Experiences.
No, for real. So, okay, wait. If you, for some odd reason, ever went to jail again, like who would you call now?
Matt.
It's still Matt?
Oh, I know a number by heart.
Yeah.
Let's call Matt.
Okay,
actually,
solid.
I wouldn't call anybody. I was just like, put money in my books and write it out.
Yeah.
I know how much money I need, and just
Yeah.
put my head down and I fucking come out ripped at this point.
Yeah.
I think calling people while you're in jail was harder on me just because I know learning what they're doing outside, it like wears on me. I guess you want to talk to people and like, yeah, I think I'm just like, fuck it. At this point, I would just put my head down and like call nobody. Write me a letter at this point. I don't need to like.
Maybe start like sketching or something.
Yeah, I'll figure out something. Maybe I'll check in
hobby.
every other week or every couple of weeks. But people call people every day. I'm good.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Probably just save that for your kids or something.
I know. He just hit me up, call me for money. I said, call Wolf. He's like, can I have some money? So.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about our wedding. My wedding in Cabo.
Oh, man.
It was so much fun, but I do want to just put this out there. Like, So Jazzy came early with me to get ready for the
I don't know
wedding.
how you planned that. That's crazy because it wasn't going to work out. The amount of bags you had.
Oh my freaking God.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, and I'll tell the reason why I did so much on my own in a second, but like, I was checking, I don't know how many bags. I'm like, you check 2 bags, you check, and like, so it was like you, Layla, Brenda, Danielle.
Yeah, Danielle.
You guys all came early with me. Thank
Yeah.
God. We went to Costco. And I know, like, this is where I'm like, you're a fucking real one because, like, no one wants to freaking do that shit.
Yeah.
It's, like, not fun at all. But, like, thank God the next day you got checked into the house. You're like, get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah, get me out of this house.
Yeah, right? Seriously. But I think, like, and I don't think I've ever really said this. I haven't told anybody this, to be honest. But the reason why I did so much by myself is because I am really big on memories and my friends.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of people that couldn't really afford to go, friends and family.
Yeah.
And so James and I at one point had to make a decision of like, do we pay these X amount of prices or do I figure it out and bring it and do it myself? And then we can help pay for people's like travel and like
That makes sense.
clothes and stuff. And didn't really want to like say anything like that because, you know, I don't want people to feel bad, but and I don't regret it at all. There's a lot of stuff you probably watch me do by myself.
Yeah, I'm like, why? Just pay somebody to do this shit. It's crazy.
I know. And it was because I was trying to find ways to save money to like
That
pay
makes
for
sense.
it. So yeah. And I didn't tell anybody
I respect that because most people just say James has money and I'm just going to use this money and not save him money, right?
Yeah, and it's like, and I hate that, right? Because it's like we're humans too. Like we have businesses to run. Like we have budgets, you know, and like.
But James would have paid it still too.
I mean, if I like begged him to, but I'm not that person.
Yeah.
I'm a solution person. Like if I can save you, and I love saving him money.
Same.
If I can save you money and like get people there and like just. Because people aren't going to remember all those stupid little details in weddings.
No.
They're going to remember, like, the memories and, like, the time they had, which there was things that, like, weren't done right, but people are like, oh, I don't even remember that. But I do remember this part and this part. I'm like, okay, cool.
No, it was a great time. I mean, was it stressful? Yes. Were you stressed? Yes. So everybody else was stressed out. But, hey, I give you props for doing your first wedding on your own in Mexico, too. So,
Out of the country?
yeah. But, honestly, you guys probably should have just shipped that shit there. Probably been less of a hassle, but whatever, it worked itself out.
You live
it's
and
all
you
part
learn.
of the memories.
Yeah, right? Seriously. I have a storage in Cabo now, so
Where's the stuff
anybody needs some stuff in Cabo, I
Alcohol?
got you. Yeah, everything. Okay, let's take a minute to actually talk about your fitness journey, because I know earlier I was like, dude, you look shredded.
I'm not there yet, almost.
What?
Yeah,
You look
like
good.
15 more pounds ago, I think.
What do you weigh now?
Ooh, 235, so I started at 265.
Yeah.
And then, actually, I just started because I wanted to jump out of a fucking plane.
Okay, I was going to ask what started this.
I wanted to jump out of a plane. I was like, I've never been able to. I never ever was the weight. There's this place in Brazil, I don't know the name of it, but you run, you fucking jump off a cliff, and you just go into like this whole gorge. I wanted to do that. I was overweight. But I did get the, paraglide? Okay. And while I was there with me and Jay, we were there, and so that put in my head like, all right, so when I was going to do this paragliding thing, the guy comes and picks us up. He sees me and Jay, cool. He's like, you? No. I said, what? He's like, too big. I said, no, we can find somebody.
It goes too big.
Yeah, I was. So I weighed too much. So this guy, it's like, all right, we'll figure it out. So he goes driving to, I think maybe a restaurant, a bar, to find this guy, this skinny little guy who's willing to jump off a cliff with me. And he's like, okay. I said, if he's willing to do it, I'm willing to do it. And Jay's like, you're fucking crazy. I was like, man, we're both going to go down. I think he's not going to risk his life for me, right? So it all worked itself out. But then we did that, and I was like, man, I really want to go skydiving. And
wait, you jumped off?
Yeah, I made Jay go first.
Oh, you're like, Jay, I'm coming.
Because we were going up the mountain, and he's like, when do we stop? I said, no, we go to the top. And so, because Jay didn't play football, right? So he never really traveled until I started taking him traveling. And then the first time I made him in Costa Rica, I made him jump off a cliff. He his legs wobbled. He almost fell and hit when he was jumping. It was so bad.
Dude,
so,
I hear those stories though, but those are real. It's so scary.
Yeah. So after that, I was like, oh, you're good now. And then we get up there and they're like, listen, don't stop running. Because people just fall and roll off the cliff.
Oh,
but yeah.
Fuck.
But he did a great job. So I'm like, you got to go first. Because if you see me go, you're not going to go.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
Then I was like, all right, skydiving next. But then when I was in Dubai, Asia, even Bali. I
Yeah.
couldn't. That was way too much. So then I was like, okay, I really need to skydive before I'm 40. Like that's really on my bucket list.
Yeah.
And then so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. And then partially, I wish my friends were like assholes to me and told me I was fat. They're like, we tried to tell you. I said, no, the fuck you didn't. Like, being said traveled the whole time. Said would never be like, hey, let's go to the gym.
Yeah.
So, and I do that with my like Eddie, like, because I sell peptides. So I was like, Eddie, I'll pay for your test, I'll pay for your peptides,
Yeah.
I'll pay for everything. I just want you to get in shape.
Yeah.
Like if I'm asking you to do it, I'll do it with you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just started doing it, and then I didn't really see progress even from your wedding. Like I looked at photos of my wedding, I still look big.
Yeah, but you slimmed down so much. Because
Yeah.
remember, like, even your...
My suit was
It was tight, and then you, like, tried it on, like, what, right before...
Yeah,
I think it was, like, the
yeah.
week of my wedding. You're like, oh, it fits now.
It's crazy. I think maybe like a month ago, a couple weeks, I looked in the mirror and I realized, okay, I'm actually getting in shape.
I didn't realize how big you were.
I didn't realize how big I was either.
Yeah,
I look at
like-
photos of myself, I want to delete all of them.
It's crazy.
Now I know that's why females do it on Instagram. I was like, man, I want to go delete all these fucking photos. But
Don't do it.
it's all my life story.
Yeah,
so
fuck that.
I'm
Memories
just
are better.
remind myself not to go back.
Okay, and then what did you think about skydiving? Was it what you expected?
Yeah, so I want to get certified so I can go like solo.
Really?
Jake Young hit me up. So I told Jake Young about it. I was like, hey, I really want to go skydiving. I'm going to lose the weight. I told him one night drunk. He's like, okay. So when you lose the weight, I'll go skydiving with you. I said, okay. So I posted I was like 250 or something one day, and he like messaged me that night, and he's like, let's go skydiving tomorrow. And I'm already drinking, so I'm like, all right, yeah, let's go. And then he's like, other people are going to come with us, so it won't be you alone. I said, perfect. And then I wake up at 4 a.m. and I'm like hungover. I'm like, oh, fuck. I hope he cancels skydiving because I'm not. My anxiety's kicking in.
Yeah.
And then he messaged me at 8 o'clock. He's like, everybody backed out. I was like, so can I back out? He's like, no. He's like, go get some alcohol. We're gonna go. I said, fuck it. So we fly there. We go through. We're going through his training because he's certified to fly, die by himself. But it's been like a year.
Yeah.
So now I'm listening to everything that could happen. I'm like, oh man, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And so now I'm the last person to jump for the day. I've been there since noon or 11 or noon.
Wait, why did it take so long?
Because he had to go back through training or whatever. They were like just making sure he knew everything. And so I'm like, man, this is the worst. Like,
yeah.
And then
kind of sketch too, where you're sitting there forever.
I'm sitting here seeing all these people jump.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, okay, well, it's my time. Whatever, cool. I jumped. Only thing I don't like is not being attached to the parachute. I didn't like being hooked onto somebody.
Yeah.
I felt like unsafe. I enjoyed it. He's like, what do you like? Like not being attached to the parachute? Like
you're covered.
Yeah.
But...
He's like, no, you're attached to like 5. I was like, I don't care. I wouldn't have attached to the parachute.
Yeah.
That's like my thing. Yeah. Other than that, I loved it. So.
I mean, I had so much fun doing it. I thought the worst part would be actually falling, but the worst part for me was being in the plane and it's like slowly like going up. I was like, get me out of here, get me out of here.
That makes sense.
Yes, and everyone's like, no, that can't. I was like, but once you do it, you'll understand. Like, once you get out of the plane, you're like,
it feels like
you feel like you can breathe.
Yeah,
you're free. You feel like you can breathe. And somebody gave me a really good tip, which thank God. Because you hear these stories about people like skydiving and they pass out.
Yeah.
My friend's like, when you jump out, you're going to want to look down.
Yeah.
You're going to want to look down. She's like, you can look, but look straight and look out. Because if you look down, sometimes like you're falling so fast you can't breathe. And then you'll like pass out.
They told me that.
And so I did that for like a little bit because I forgot in the moment. And I'm like looking down like, you can't like breathe. Your cheeks are going crazy. And then I was like, oh.
Yeah,
this
crazy,
is so
right?
nice.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I didn't like the sitting on the edge. I wish to just jump out the fucking plane.
No, same.
Yeah, we were sitting on the edge, my feet are dangling.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man. He said something to me and he just jumped. I didn't even hear what he said. I was like,
get me the hell out of here. No, I feel that too. All right, guys, so let's talk about something that truly matters, your healthcare. Healthy looks so good on you. It's one of my lives. I'm a dental hygienist, Ice by Mel RDH, and I did launch my own electric toothbrush line. So first off, have you purchased my toothbrush? You can get a white one or a black one. It's called Ice X by Mel RDH. Honestly, I wanted it to be modern, simple, clean, but I want it to freaking work. So a lot of you don't know, but I am a dental hygienist for like 12 plus years. I did launch my own electric toothbrush line because I truly believe in oral health care and how it's so important to keep your teeth and gums nice and healthy. Most of you don't know that it is the portal to your body. Let's stay nice and healthy, guys. So please go to melrdh.com, use code $25 Mike gift card to get your $25 gift card, and tag me. I'm the same way. Okay, so let's touch on, I know we all have a past, so I wanted to touch on, your past, and then what life changes have you made with that?
Oh, my street life pass?
Your street life. Your street life.
Yeah, I had that pass. I was selling for a while, but the change was my kids, honestly, having children. I was like, I didn't even think about age because I don't even think, I'm thinking now, I'm 39 this year, right? I don't feel 39.
40.
Yeah, I'll be 40.
Look, that's just
I don't
weird.
feel it. I feel 25 when I wake up. Like, I just don't feel like this old. And I'm not old, but you know what I mean?
No, yeah.
But having kids and like, if I didn't have kids, would I stop? No, probably not. I would have just been living life. So I think it's like a blessing in disguise having my first son, even though I didn't want a son or a child.
God's like, you need a son.
Yeah. Because once you understand, like, I felt bad for whoever's with me after my child because that's real love, unconditional love. Like, I don't think I'll ever love somebody like I love my child. So,
yeah.
So I kind of got jaded about love. Like, do you really love somebody like that? No. Like, I would bury a body for this child. So, like, you can call me up. Like, yeah. Tell me where to bury him. I got you. Like, I would take the rap.
Yeah. You'd even take that.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck. Like, if I'm older, then I already lived my life.
Yeah.
So yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
Yeah.
So, as long as he was a decent child. If he's just a fuck up, he's a fuck up. That's
you're like, you're on your own.
Yeah. I don't care about that. But yeah. So I think that was just like my turning point. One day I just woke up and I was like, I have a child. I have a son.
Yeah. It's like your kids kind of saved your life in a weird way.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I just would have been reckless. Actually, I wasn't supposed to live here. I was gonna be living in Bali. That was my plan. Because I was there for 8 months at one time in Bali and Philippines, and so I was like, "Fuck, I'm going back to Bali." But then, oh man, we skipped the story. The story about Drew. That's the story about my child.
Oh shit! We're so AD. I'm really AD.
I so you forgot about it. It's all over the place. But okay, so this guy DMs me and say he's hooking up my girl, right?
Yeah.
So cool, because that story went to jail. Story. Okay, so I said, cool, fuck off, fine. Yeah. So I call her. I'm in Costa Rica in the jungle, like chilling. I'm supposed to be moving in the next couple months out of the country. So I don't even know why I'm in a fucking relationship. I'm stupid, right? So she calls me. She's like, I call her, sorry, and she admits it. She's like, in the beginning of the relationship, yes, because you're always gone.
Yeah.
She's like, we started dating, you left for 2 weeks. I said, that's fair. You know what? Let's just end it. She's like, what? I said, end it. I'm good. There's no coming back from that with me anyway. I'm glad you were honest. I would have broke up with you anyway. So I have this rule. I've learned if somebody tells me my girl did something, she did something in my mind. And it may sound bad, but you would have been in a situation that, like, somebody's like, oh, I saw your girl sitting on some dude's lap or making out with some dude.
Yeah.
She may have not been, but you put yourself in some situation that somebody saw something with somebody. I'm good.
Like that.
I'm good at that.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I didn't want to deal with it. So it sounds jaded, but I'm like, nah, I hold women to higher standards. Like, my girl should not give any guy attention that way. Well, it depends. If it's like a friend or business or whatever, your situation is different because that's your business. Yeah. But like, if you're a nurse, you have no reason to be out here making new guy friends.
Right.
So,
right.
But yeah, so that happened. So I'm in the jungle in Costa Rica, barely got service. And she calls me back. I'm ATVing. And she's like, calls me back 2 hours later, says I'm pregnant. I said, sure you are. You're on birth control, number one. It's clearly she wasn't taking it. And I'm like, maybe it's this guy's baby. She's like, no, that was like 4 or 5 months ago. I said, whatever. I said, you know what? You're going to CVS. I'm FaceTiming you. I'm watching this whole process. You're going back through it again. I'm like in there in service. Like, it's raining down. I'm like sitting underneath a tree, going, like everybody's having fun. So I'm going through this. She's doing her test, and then I'm like, okay. So in my mind, her parents aren't racist because her parents are so cool. We get along. Me and her parents are cooler than me and her. I'd rather be their somewhat. Her stepdad is cool. Her mom's cool too, but her stepdad. We have a great time. We travel. Yeah. We're drinkers, so we vibe. So I say, you know what? You need to go tell your mom. Because this is how I see it. A black guy who's never here gets a white girl pregnant whose parents still help her out. They're going to tell you to get an abortion, like ASAP.
Yeah.
And I knew they were going to say that. So, and also her stepdad never wanted kids. We were drinking one night. He's like, I never wanted fucking kids. I said, me either. I said, how did you get we won't say her name, but I was like, how did you get her? He's like, it was a package deal. I wanted her mom, so she came along for the ride.
Stop.
Yeah, so I was like, he for sure doesn't want to be a grandfather. Yeah. So we're in the clear. All right, so now that happens, so I got to come back. So I come back. They're like, let's go all get brunch together. So we get brunch. I'm thinking this is going to talk about the abortion, how we're going to go through it with this. No. So we're sitting down, and her stepdad starts crying. I'm like, what is wrong with this guy? And then they all start crying, like tears. I said, what the fuck? I said, what's going on? They're like, we decided we want the baby. I said, what? I said, sorry, why?
Were they all drinking at this point? Or
no, we just sat down for brunch.
Oh.
They're just emotional.
Oh, God.
They all talked about it in the car or some bullshit. Like, blindsided me.
Yeah.
I thought this is an abortion talk. Like, how are we going to get this done?
Let's do this.
No, so yeah, that happened. And then her stepdad's like, hey, I know you want to move, but can you like give up 2 years of your life? Stupid me thinking that like I would just have a child and leave, right? But I had no attachment. First off, I hate your daughter, right? So I don't give a fuck about her. So clearly I don't give a fuck about that baby. And I don't think that's my baby. But whatever. Yeah. We'll play that game right now, right?
Right.
So her mom like talks me into moving in with her, which is the worst. Because she's like, can you help her out? I said, you guys have money, right? So and then I was like, I'm not paying 2 rents. This is crazy. Or helping somebody out. So I move in. She's fucking crazy. I'm trapping on the counter. She's arguing with me. I said, do you want to pay the bills? Like, yeah, I got like a fucking brick on the counter. I'm just cutting the shit up. And I'm like, all right, well. She's like, you going to do this in my house? I was like, this is my fucking house. I don't give a fuck. So like a week later, she like flipped out on me. So I leave. I go stay at the W. I stayed at the W for like a month. I don't even know how much this bill was, but I think I got a hookup. I think I was getting $100 rooms. I had to be because. I mean,
damn.
Yeah. I was just living life.
Yeah.
I didn't even think I was having a baby. So, because I was like, well, I'm a felon, so I can't get a place anymore. Oh, so, right. And I gave up my place to my boy. My boy got married, and his girl lives with him, so I can't go back there. I'm not going to live with nobody else. I was like, fuck, I'll just go to W. So I go back, and then I go back to the house, come get the rest of my stuff. Some stuff, because I'm just running out of clothes. She's like, I'm going to call the cops. I said, oh, me? For what? She's like, if you come back to the house, I need to get my shit. She's like, no. I say, you know what? I'm moving out. I don't care. I'm over it. I was like, I'll just stay at the W until whenever. I don't care. Yeah. I'm good. And then, I think that happened. And then I told her one thing. I was like, hey, look, I will give you money. I'll help out with your bills. But I was like, don't call me for anything emotional. I was like, I am not the one because I have no connection to you or your fucking child. Yeah. But I said, when the child's here, but then when I saw my child, me being nice, the day she went into labor, it was the day he was supposed to be born. It was the day before. She hit me up. She's like, hey, can I go to Monte Lucia? I said, okay. She's like, can you take me? I said, whatever. So this cabana is $500, and she doesn't even drink. So I'm like pissed off at this cabana. Like, this pregnant girl. I'm like, I don't even want. This right here. But then she goes into labor. She like, yeah, once we're done, I guess, induced for labor, just relaxing at the fucking Monte Lucia. And then she goes in labor, take her to the hospital. And then when I see my son, it's like true love. So I'm like, fuck.
Did you know it, like he was yours, like when you saw him?
He was a little bit light.
Okay. You're like, wait a minute.
He was a little bit pale. But then I didn't know in the beginning. I had that feeling.
Yeah.
But then I was like, it could be another black guy. I don't fucking know. But then his features started coming in, then I was like, oh, that's my child. Yeah. He looks like my father. So yeah. And then after that, I was like, all right, well, I gotta get my life together.
You fell in love with them.
Yeah.
That.
So now I'm jaded for any girl who, like, you love me? I was like, yeah, not like that.
Yeah, but I feel like it's like a different love though.
Yeah, it's true love because I don't know. I don't believe people can love each other for their whole lives. I believe people, okay, be in love with each other. I believe you can love somebody. I believe you fall in and out of love with somebody, just like a friendship, right? So
Yeah.
some friends who are maybe your best friend you don't talk to all the time, but then you guys rekindle and come back around. So I don't know if you can always. I think you fall in and out of love with somebody, and that's just the whole point of a relationship. But it's just loyalty more than anything, right? But I can be with somebody forever and not love them. You know what?
Or maybe you have a wall up.
No. Yeah. My wall is just.
Because my wall used to be up. I used to be like, oh hell no, like no. And I would always try to find something wrong with somebody.
Yeah. No, not at all. Listen, I've had that. Because the person I'm with, I don't want to say it that way. Because I've had the best relationship. I've seen the best person ever, which was Mel, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't want to talk to her. So like, and I still love her. I'm not in love with her. I still love her as a person. So I'm good. No. I love somebody, but the love between me and that person versus the love between me and my child is like unconditional. And I don't even say it's crazy. I am jaded. I thought about that. I am jaded. I don't say things that I've said to other people.
Yeah.
So even the girl I'm with now, I'm like, if you told another guy he's been your best friend, don't tell me. I'm good. Like, don't tell me anything you've told another guy. Just keep that shit to yourself.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. Because they're like, well, you don't say this. I'm like, first off, you're not my best friend. But
what?
I don't. You and James are different. You guys are like
that's my homie. That's like my sex bunny. That's my that's like everything.
I like my space. I just been that way, so I'm not like all over somebody.
I do too, though, and we people don't know this, but we respect one another when it comes to space. Because you know this about me. Like I'll come to my office and I'm like, I just want to be alone for a freaking day. Yeah. And then he'll go to the golf course and he's like, I love you, Mel, but like I don't like leave me alone. I'm going to golf. And and we sometimes we'll be in the same house, we'll be in different rooms for like 5 hours and not say anything to one another. But you need your space.
Well, me and my relationship is we're gonna sleep in separate rooms, so like that's the way it works. I like your own space. You come together, you have date nights and stuff like that. Yeah. I think my thing is I know my issue is I don't need fucking therapy for it, but being vulnerable with somebody and giving somebody access. Yeah. And I think that was me and Mel's falling out is I was vulnerable with her, and she used it against me every time she got mad, and then it's built up. And then I think for like 2 months we didn't even talk when we lived together. I didn't have shit to say. I just go hop on a plane somewhere. So yes, I have that wall up, but also I don't think you should be always vulnerable with your girl. Some people can. I don't know. It's just a weakness. I don't think your girl should know everything you're going through. I'm like, suck that shit up. But
it's a lot of trust.
Yeah.
Especially for men, because when you feel like less of a man sometimes, I'm sure that you're like, well, I don't want to tell you like I'm feeling this way because, and James and I have been through that. Like, I'm like, why didn't you tell me this like 3 years ago when you're going through that? It's like, why?
Yeah.
Like, why would I? But now we're like so stupid open with one another, but we're on a different level. It's been 7 years and... I mean, shit.
No, I love James. So I wish I could be like him, but it's just not me. I just like, I wish I could be myself around somebody. Yeah. I probably one girl I have, but then we're more friends than like best friends in a relationship, right? So and we're toxic as fuck. So I rather take non-toxic. Yeah. And I'm quiet at home. I'm a quiet person. I've always been that. I'm like been shy and reserved, even though I don't seem like that. I like just sit there. So I'll listen to you. Yeah. You can talk all day long. I'll listen, give you my feedback. But like me telling you my emotions, like even with the person I'm with now, like. Even though I go through like money issues, like sometimes my account went negative like 15 grand last week. Oh shit! And somebody's like, "How is that possible?" I said, "Dog, it's possible." Yeah. When you have to pay $25,000 bill and you only got 10 in there, it's gonna happen. Yeah. And she's like, "Why?" She's like, "Why didn't you say something?" I said, "What am I gonna say to you?" I was like, "Yeah, Your life doesn't need to change because of my stress and whatever goes on in my life. Your life should be stress free, right? So I think that's as a man, you should carry that burden." And I'm fine with it. I deal with stress every day. Like we were at dinner Saturday, and she's like, "I don't know how you like wake up." I was like, because I have to. I have to.
Yeah.
She's like, everything you're dealing with in life, like,
Yeah.
is just one thing out of another. Like, for almost the last 3 years, I haven't been able to catch a break in life. And it's like,
Dude, I
you'll
feel
look at
you.
my life and think it's great.
Yeah.
And I'm cool with that because I do think my life is better than most people.
Yeah.
So I don't take it for granted. But yeah, she was like, I don't know how you like function. Like, I wouldn't be able to function. I wouldn't be able to do anything. I'd just be in a room.
Right.
Like, so I was like, yeah, that's just being a man. You're supposed to just take it to the chin and then just keep it moving. So yeah, being vulnerable, I don't see myself.
Yeah.
I like couples who have fun and do all that shit. I'm like, I still got to be a man. Like, I got to hold this fort down.
It's just the person you are, and that's okay.
Yeah.
As long as like the person you're with understands that, which it seems like she does, like then it's
No, yeah,
and
even
then
like
it's whatever.
going out and drinking. I think it's
Yeah.
weird that guys go out and get fucked up with their girls. I said, how do
you
you
and
both
James
get-
are fucking weird.
No, like we should go get drunk and have a good time, but you should get drunk
Yeah.
and I should be semi-sober, so I make sure we get home properly, right? I'm supposed to be the protector, right?
There's which yeah.
Getting drunk is cool, but
Yeah.
like I getting drunk, okay, getting blacked out is different, right? As a guy and a
Yeah.
girl, I'm like,
Not
how's
cool.
a guy getting blacked out? Like, if it's my birthday or it's a special occasion, my girl's gonna be semi-sober and then like
Right.
take care of it. But
Exactly.
my job is to protect my girl, right? So, and I can't protect my girl if I'm blacked out, and that's how I am. So, yeah, in the beginning, it's all fun. We get fucked up and get blowjobs in the car and fuck in the car while we're driving. But once we
Lovely.
get in a relationship, you're my responsibility. So
Yeah.
things change. And my mind flips that way. And like, I can have fun with you, but I have more fun with my boys because I can get blacked out by myself and get myself home, right?
Yeah.
And my boys don't worry about me and I don't worry about them. But if my girl's with me, I have to like
That makes sense.
always be on my toes with her, like make sure she's taken care of. So yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like, you want to hang out with your girl? I say, fuck no, I want to hang out with my girl. I want to get drunk.
I'm getting
I can't I get buzzed, but like I'm trying to get drunk right now. So yeah.
I feel like James and I naturally do this thing where like we both start drinking and then like when we notice that the other person's getting a little bit more drunk than the other, then like that person has to naturally back off.
Yeah.
Because someone has to get us home.
Yeah, somebody has to be the responsible one.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like we don't ever like talk about it, but we just naturally do it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, ah, shit. Well, he beat me to it. All
Well,
right.
It's always me. So
Here we go, baby.
Yeah.
Let's get burritos. Okay, so what are you currently right now working on? Is there anything you're working on, business, anything that?
I've been building this ghost kitchen that's been the fucking death of me for 3 years. But instead of it was supposed to be like $500,000, like $400 to $500K to do it. I've already blew through that money, and now I'm like, fuck it. Justin Gurian,
Oh yeah.
we go hiking every Tuesday, and this guy's in my ear, like always. Like we're both ideal people.
Yeah.
We're just not doers. I hate doing the work. I love the ideas of it.
Yeah.
So we're talking all day, all the time, and he's like, look, he gave me the idea. He's like, why don't you just run it out of one of our friends to go windows, right? I said, okay, let me think about it. Because my determination is getting this fucking kitchen done.
Right.
He's like, anybody you talk to in business, however they start it, their business is not how it is. It's progress. It's never going to be perfect. So he beat it in my head. We put a timeline on it. And he said, if you don't get the rest of the money by the time your deadline, then you should do it this way.
Yeah.
So my deadline hit. It was February 15th hit. And I was like, fuck it. All right, well, he's right.
Yeah.
So I tried to do one of our friends to go windows. And he's like, I'm kind of annoyed with him. He's like, I won't put him on blast, but he semi-ghosted me. And I think I've been a great friend to people. And when he was going through his shit and his divorce, and I had shit going on in my life, I still was there every day. Like his depression, I was there for him.
Yeah.
So, and this is like the second time when I first started the restaurant, I hit him up and I just wanted advice, just how to do like my numbers, make sure everything's good. I just want feedback because you already know this industry, right?
Yeah.
I know restaurants because I'm invested in them, but like just building them on my own, I just need some feedback. He goes, I used to run into him. He would just ghost me. He's like, no, hit me up. I hit you up. No response. So this time I'm like more vulnerable. I say, hey, look, this is what I'm going through. I don't need anything from you. I'll pay you rent. I just need to be able the proof of my concept so I can get this fucking shit open. Ghosted me. And I was like, all right, he called me, but then he didn't call me back. And I called him and I was like, fuck that. I'm good. Cool.
Yeah.
I understand where we sit. Perfect.
Yeah.
Live your life. Also, he has a lot going on, but at the same time, I would respect more or less this, like, hey, look, I don't think this is the right time. I have this going on, but let's visit again. Cool. That's all I need from you, a response. But So I was like, fuck it. Let's do a food truck. he's like, all right, let's do a food truck. And then he's like, you got to utilize your network. So I just posted one day and I was like, hey, anybody has a food truck I can buy from them? I started looking for some. And then one of my boys is like, who's going to invest into one of my concepts. He's like, hey, I got a food truck, but his name's JD, super cool guy. He's like, it's in Midland, Texas. So I was like, all right. So first person I call, Matt. He's the number one on my list. Oh yeah, my top friends. I call Matt. I say, hey Matt, I gotta go get this food trailer. How do I go get it? Like, do I go? I'm very technically inclined, but he knows how to build vehicles, like cars and shit like that. So he's that guy. I'm very business savvy. So
Yeah.
I was like, I think I should just rent a U-Haul and then hook it up and then just drive it back? He's like, no, let's just drive. I was like, what? He's like, I have this old work truck. Let's just drive there. I'll drive you. And I said, all right, let's just go.
Like,
He's like, it only goes 70 miles an hour. We're going 800 miles. I said, all right, fuck it, let's go. So
have you ever driven to Texas before, though?
I hate Texas.
It's okay.
Oh, so
like, you know what you're preparing yourself for.
Yeah, I've driven through Texas so many times. But yeah, I hate it. But it's only so far into Texas because it's technically like 9 to 10 hours on a normal vehicle that you can drive.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too bad. So we picked up this truck. It was the worst experience ever, but we got through it. My boy was out of town, but he's like, yo, stay at my house. The truck's out there. The hitch doesn't hitch up. There's no key to the trailer. It was just one thing after another. Then the truck can only go 60 miles an hour with this fucking trailer in the back. So now Matt's like, I don't want you to blow anything, and I feel bad for you. He's like, I'll just drive. So this dude drove 13 hours. We had to go 60 miles an hour. We stopped 13 hours for 13. I don't know how many times I slept, but I slept a lot.
What
I wake up. I'm like, yo, you want
heck?
me to drive? He's like, no, I'm good. He drove straight. It's crazy. And then, yeah, that's my guy.
Have I met Matt?
I don't know if you met him. He lives in Glendale with his wife, but
He
he's
sounds
like
like a freaking
dog.
real one.
He's my
He's like solid
best
dude.
friend, right? That's why he's son Wolf's godfather. So he's like,
Yeah.
anything to help you out. And then this is when my account was negative 15 grand.
Yeah.
So Matt hit me up because we're supposed to go on this day.
Yeah.
And I'm weird. I was like, I'm a hustler, so I was like, I'm gonna figure out this money situation.
Yeah.
And then let's just do it tomorrow. I'm not gonna tell him about the money. I was like, hey, I have meetings and stuff tomorrow. Let's do the day after. He's like, okay, I had things planned, but I'll move them around. So I said, okay, cool. And then he calls me the next day. He's like, what's the issue? Why can't we go? I was like, man, money. Like, but I think I figured out the money situation. I'm gonna flip some shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, gets mad at me. He's like, I'll pay for everything. I don't give a fuck. He's like, you've done so much for me. I got this guy his first job. So like when he moved here.
Yeah.
But then this guy helped me out. And so, yeah, we brought the truck back. So, my ghost kitchen, we built like 10 different concepts to run out of it. Every concept's independent on its own, but they share the same ingredients. So, and we only do chicken, beef, and pork. And so we have like ramen concept. We have chicken sandwiches concept, but
Yeah.
I treat it like In-N-Out. Everything only has 5 items on the menu. I think you should tell people what to eat, not give people options, right? People don't need that many options. They just need to know what's good.
Yeah.
So everything has 5 items on the menu, but everything shares the same thing. And it's just a Subway. I get it. So I created this concept called 100 grams based off drugs. I was
Of
like,
course.
yeah. I was like, hey, let's do the drug play. So make it, so it's what I ate to lose weight. Like, I love Mexican food. And so it's protein style bowls. It's
good.
50 or 100 grams you get to choose from. You choose chicken, beef, or pork.
Yeah.
And you actually get 100 grams for the meat. Or you get 50 grams for the meat. And then you choose your base if you want lettuce, rice, or brown rice. And then your sauces. So we have like protein sauces and cheese and toppings. So it's like a streetwear, like all black kind of vibe. I'm supposed to be doing a food tasting here in a month. So I'll invite you. But yeah, so I'm just like, fuck it.
So are you going to be driving it around?
No, it's a trailer. So it's going to be parked. We're going to park in Old Town, but I said it needs to be parked at the restaurant, right?
Mm-hmm.
I need to have proof of concept that I can drive traffic and use my network.
Okay.
So it's going to be parked in like 56 in McDowell area in front of a restaurant. I'm going to set up shop. I'm the only employee. Yeah, I have my chef. He quit his job, but his job is food quality. That's all I want. He doesn't need to work the truck. Everything's being prepped at the commissary, so I want everything to always taste the same. That's my biggest thing. Is when I go to. That's why I love Houston's. I love In-N-Out.
Yeah.
It's consistency when I go there. So
True.
that's why I don't want to do a restaurant no more. I want to get out of restaurants, just because if you're having a bad day as a server and that rolls into the customer has the worst experience ever. Even if the food is good, right? So
there's a bad review, right?
yeah.
There.
So
Yeah.
if I don't give a fuck how your day's going.
Yeah.
Like I don't even give a fuck about reviews. I don't give a fuck about any of that. I was like, I just want to give you good food, and that's all.
Yeah. Enjoy it. Bye.
Yeah. So it's still gonna be ran as like a ghost kitchen, but a food truck. So, it is gonna be like I'm running late night because I feel like you can't get any good food late night. So it's gonna be 10 to 12 during the week a.m. and then on the weekends 10 to 3 a.m. And for the first month, it's literally gonna be
Especially past like 2 and 3.
Yeah. In the area, I was like, maybe I need a gun, but I guess I can't have a gun because I'm a fucking felon. So I'll just have a machete or something on the fucking truck.
A machete.
But yeah, so just 100 grams like protein bowls and like I'm good at marketing and branding, so I think that's just my strong point. It's just
You are though. You're really good at that, and people like will try something or buy it if you influence it or post it.
My mentor told me that. He's like, I don't know why everybody like over the years he's known me. He's like, why does everybody repost shit you do? I was like, I don't know. I don't know. It was like traveling on shoes, what you eating. I don't know, whatever. I'm like, I don't know. People repost it, and I just repost it. So, I got to utilize my network now, and
which is easy.
Yeah,
you got that. You're gonna kill it. Honestly.
So,
okay, you guys are gonna laugh at me. I haven't not done this yet, but I have to go to the bathroom so bad.
That's fine.
I'm gonna run out. You can keep the cameras going. And I'll run back in. I'm gonna definitely put myself on block on this one. I was like, oh shit, sorry, like.
My bad.
So great. I'm hearing stories I haven't freaking heard, so I'm
I know.
all of them, dude.
These lifetimes I lived.
All right. So why do you travel so much? I know people ask me this all the time. I'm like, because he likes to travel.
So, when I was around 23 or 24, I went on a trip with these guys who had money. And I realized, like, my happiness was new experiences. And, like, that was, like, my goal. So, trapping got me to that goal. So I was like, but I just loved just doing new things. I didn't care about like going out and chasing girls. It was just like, where else can I go? Like that just filled my soul. And then when I got here, I love Arizona. So I always came back, but I was ready to go. I would like wake up in the morning. Mel would like trip because she sees me looking at flights. She's like, where are you going? I'm like, oh. And I had to lie sometimes because I knew I was going somewhere. Or I knew I was like, one time I was going to Dubai and my boy called me. He's like, you want to go to Dubai tomorrow? Or sorry, in 2 days? I said, yeah. But I'm going to tell my girl in 2 days of the morning of it. So, which she got to travel, but I traveled more than she did. But every time I went on a trip, I take her on a trip. But she's like, you go on double. I said, well, I pay for everything, so I should go on double. But looking back, I guess it wasn't the best for a relationship, but I don't care. Whatever. That's my happiness.
Yeah.
So, if you traveled a lot, then you should have been traveling like me, right? But yeah. So, yeah, that was just my happiness, and like it was like a drug. I just loved doing it, and then
like addicted.
Yeah, I just fucking. Anybody I dated, we'd be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go somewhere for a couple of days." They're like, "Sure, you will. I'll see you next week." I said, No, I'm gonna be back. No, like.
I think we all know.
Something happens? Oh, yeah. Something happens? Oh, God. My girl now is like, she's already, hey, I'm going to Dallas. She's like, okay, can you just be back in 2 weeks? I said, yeah, I'll be back in 2 weeks.
That's insane to me.
Yeah. Just because she knows I'm just going to be like, should I go to the airport? I said, nah, I'll just extend this trip. Maybe I'll just go here. I used to take my passport everywhere. Because I would like leave the country sometimes. If I'm somewhere like where there's an international airport, I'm like, oh, let's just go there. We'll figure it out.
You're a free spirit though. Like you gotta go with it.
And then I had like good traveling friends like Riley. I don't know if you ever met Riley, but
I don't think so.
Yeah, we met in during COVID. We lived in Tulum, and so me and Mel did.
Yeah.
So when COVID happened, I was in Tokyo snowboarding. And
Wait, what?
yeah. I was looking online.
These fucking stories. Like, I can't.
Whoops.
We don't
Okay.
even have enough time to go over all these fucking stories.
Well, somebody a month before was like, "Hey, you want to go snowboarding?" I said, "Where?" He's like, "We're Flagstaff, right? Whatever it is." I'm like, "No, why?" They're like, "You say you want to go snowboarding." I was like, "No, I need lasting impressions." So I started Googling that day. I was like, "Where's the best place to go snowboarding?" Tokyo. So some guys I knew from Bali is like, "Hey, they're from Austria or something." They're like, "Oh, we're going to Tokyo to snowboard next month." I said, "Sign me up." He's like, "You know how to snowboard?" I said, "I'll figure it out." So we go to Tokyo, Hakuba. The freshest water I've ever had out of a sink was in Tokyo, like in this cabin we're in.
Yeah.
So COVID happens. First off, the first day I go snowboarding, I think I'm a badass because I don't fall. I'm like,
Wait, did you get off the lift the first time?
no. I had a trainer, so I was going through class.
The bunny hills.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not so much bunny, but they were like decent size. I thought.
You're like the big bunny.
Yeah.
Right?
So no, because over here those are small bunny hills. They're like decent sized hills.
Okay.
And so I did that, didn't fall, and then he's like, "Hey, you want to do the next class for free?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Nobody's showing up. It's me and you." I said, "Perfect."
Yeah.
So we did that, and then the next day they're like, "Okay, we're gonna go up." So I don't know how lifts go, but we went up the lift. So I said, "Oh, cool, we're good. I can see down." So we go down, but we go down and we go around. We go up to another lift, and we keep doing this. I said, "Doc, when does this shit stop?" He's like, "Oh, we're going to the top." I said, "Oh, okay." So we get to the top. A snowstorm happens.
Oh shit.
And so now we're like double black diamond. I don't know what double black diamond is.
This is your first time still snowboarding.
Yeah, because these guys are like pros, so I'm just following them.
Oh god.
And they just take off. So now I think it took me 3 hours to get down this mountain. I was so scared. I think these cliffs drop offs were crazy. So that's how I learned to snowboard. And so I said, "Fuck it." And then, but I went the next day, and then they shut down the mountain because of COVID. We didn't know what the fuck COVID was. So COVID happened, and then I was like, "All right, well, let's go to London."
Yeah.
So I called Jay. I said, "Jay, you want to meet me in London?" He said, "All right, let's go." So we go to London. London's still open because this is around St. Patrick's Day, before St. Patrick's Day. So this is March, right? So London's open. So we're just chilling in London for a while, but slowly it starts shutting down. And then we try to go to Ireland for St. Patrick's Day. So we're like, might as well go over there.
Might as well.
The night before, they close all the bars for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
So we're like, all right, fuck it. And then London finally closed down. So we come back home, and then I'm like, man, I'm going to have to be in the house with my girlfriend because Arizona's shutting down.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is crazy. I gotta figure it out. So I said, let's just go to Tulum. I love Tulum. It's a vibe. Tulum used to be different. It was like hippie-ish. It was still pricey, but not really pricey. It was getting up there. So we go to Tulum. We get Airbnb, and then we find out on the road to Tulum they're going to be shutting it down because of COVID, because so many people are here. So we go and find a hotel, because you had to get a hotel on the beach so you can actually go to Tulum. So like there's cops there, and they had a whole list of guests. So we did that.
Oh wow.
And then I negotiated. I was like, "Fuck it, might as well just stay in Tulum." So we negotiated a beachfront hotel room for $50 a night. It was like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
And then we had a private chef because all these people were broke. So he's like, "What do you guys want today?" So cool. And then I met this guy Riley, who was next door to me. Me and Mel would like wake up and like blast music in the morning. And so he came over and climbed over my patio, knocked on my door, and I cussed him out. And then I saw him on the beach, and then we just became friends. And then
wait, did you go up to him and were like, "Hey, bro"?
He came up to me. I don't go up to people. No. I'm fucking petty. I don't apologize for shit. If I'm not in the wrong, I'm not apologizing. But yeah, those 8 months, or I think 6 or 7 months, I would sneak out of Tulum. We would sneak out and come back in because you're not allowed to leave. Once you leave, you can't come back in.
Oh, that's right, because the whole COVID.
Yeah. So, but we had our place, so we just leave for like a week so I could come see Wolf and then come back. But yeah, we did this, and then after that, then I met this guy Riley, and then Tulum was so fun. We just do mushrooms and drink. Yeah. Everybody was like a family. We just had big ass house parties and shit. Yeah. Like they have secret parties at some of the hotels because they're all strict and shit. But then when fucking it opened, it was fucking chaos. It was like niggas twerking in the streets. So yeah, that happened, and then me and Riley like called each other one day, and he said, "I'm in Turkey." Like a month later, I was at home. He's like, "I'm in Turkey. There's some bitches here." I said, "Oh, really?" So I think this is me and my girl breaking up. I said, "Okay, I'll be there in 2 days." He's like, "What?" "I'll be there in 2 days." And then from there, we just started like traveling. Every month we go somewhere.
And you became good friends after that?
Best friends. Yeah. I talk to this guy all the time.
That's so funny how those stories like start.
I know, right? Because he's like, "I'm going to go sit down for a while." I said, "Me too." And then like, nah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Going to Turkey.
Going to Turkey. I still haven't been to Turkey, but
It's cool. Things got more expensive.
okay.
It's the Russians, because the Russians were allowed to go to Turkey, so everything got like, it was cheap, but then now things started getting more expensive. So yeah. Bali is. Bali, Philippines.
I can't wait to go to Bali.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you believe in God? And what is death to you? Do you think there's like an afterlife, heaven? Do you ever think about those things?
No. No, I don't believe in God.
And then, so what do you think happens to us when we die?
I just die.
And you're done.
I don't. No, I think you just die. I think it's just eternal sleep. I don't. Okay, so I studied. I was a Christian. I have God tattooed on me. So I studied. I grew up Catholic. I went to Catholic school. I was in church, and then when I was in Bali, I studied Buddhism. Mm-hmm. So then I just became peaceful. I lost my anger, but then I didn't know what to believe in. So I said, all I do believe in is doing right by others. I think if everybody just did right by others, the world would be a better place. But do I believe that one person created this world? No. People have heated battles with me about it. And I said, look, there's nothing to argue about, because you can't prove there's a God, and I can't prove there isn't a God. So if you need something to believe in, you should. But I don't. Just because I said, do you believe in aliens? One time this guy's like, yeah. I said, so God created aliens too? All right. Whatever you say, my guy. But
I believe in aliens. I don't think they're like what we think they are.
No, I believe in aliens.
But I think they're,
No, they told us there was aliens during COVID.
Yeah.
Nobody paid attention.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, there's COVID. I'm like, they said there was aliens, so.
They're here. Like, I don't know why it's like some top secret. Like,
we're not the only people in this universe.
No.
So you're going to just tell me that.
Yeah.
I think religion is cool for something to believe in, right? I just believe religion is corrupt. And so.
I started feeling that same way recently.
It's just, I don't know. Why are we giving these people our money? Where's the money go to? I'm like, to the church?
And why is it so divided? Because like if they're truly, like God wouldn't really divide us into all these different religions. Like that doesn't make any sense.
And they're like, why is your religion better than theirs? And like, oh, we have the same. It's all the same God. I'm like, whatever you guys say.
Yeah. Like, someone's gonna be mad at me for saying this, but like like I do believe in like a God or a higher power. There's something spiritual out there. Like I don't know what that is, and I know we're not alone. But, like, I don't know, to say I believe in one religion only and this is the way the Bible is, like, I don't know.
No, the girls I see at the church where I used to go with my boy randomly, they're the same girls I saw doing coke in the bathroom. So I'm like, what do you really believe in? Or you repent. So I don't, like, hate on religion. But if it makes you feel better about yourself, I support it.
Yeah.
Me, nah, I'm good. When I die, I die. I'm going to live life to the fullest. Hey, if I'm going to hell, I'll see most of these motherfuckers there with me.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Okay. I want to touch on, we always laugh because people are like, Jazzy's always flossing. You're known for freaking flossing. I'll have people send me photos, you falling asleep with floss in your mouth and stuff. You're like my best patient when it comes to
I got two in my pocket.
You have floss on you? I'm not surprised.
I carry two.
Let's see it.
God. I carry two because somebody always wants one because they know I got it.
You're like, don't take my makeup.
I had a container, but then I was getting bulky. So I was like,
dude,
if you're cool in my pocket, floss, whatever. No, I don't know. It's probably a asphyxiation, what's it called? But also, I always feel like there's shit in my teeth. Yeah. And then people are like, do you want gum? I was like, no. I'm like, why? Your breath. I was like, no, I think your breath has to do with food in your mouth. I'm like, if you clean the food out your mouth, you don't have fucking bad breath. They're like, you never chew gum? I said, never. I'm like, do I have bad breath? I said, no. I said, I brush my fucking teeth and I floss.
And Tuck's grave. That's the number one reason for bad breath.
Hey, I've been trying. It's in my shower. I have yours hanging. So I do it maybe twice a week.
Hell yeah. That's good. Okay, question. Just because I do have like I have a triple life and people have a hard time that don't actually know me like you do, when it comes to like, oh, like they'll see me modeling and doing photo shoots, but then they'll like see me as a dental hygienist and like on my stories, and they're just like, there's no way that you can be like a good dental hygienist and this and that, you know. So my question to you is, when you first came in to our dental practice and I was going to clean your teeth, were you scared? Were you like, what the fuck am I walking into?
No, that you're an old town
know?
girl. No, yeah, I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm getting into. But you actually are gentle, because that shit's painful. But yeah, which is crazy. I used to compare girls to you because I was like, Mel can do all this, and you bitches ain't doing shit. So I was like, even said used to always say that. He's like, I don't know how this girl does so much. I was like,
I don't know.
Either. You gotta take a break one day.
I know. I do have a rule though, because I always tell people this: like, you do what you love.
Yeah.
And as long as you have a passion for it, then freaking do it. And I'm a person like, I want to be able to say like I did all the things I wanted to do in this lifetime.
Yeah.
And I'm doing them. And maybe I'm tired, but I want kids in like 2 years.
Yeah.
So like I'm doing it now. I'm hustling harder than ever, but I'm having fun with it.
I love that.
So whatever.
You ready to settle down? Man.
I do want babies, so yeah. But you know what? We're gonna keep going though.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I'll have to take a couple years, not off, but you know, it's different when you're raising them.
I love that you're a hustler. Not many women are like you, so it's hard.
So.
I can only imagine.
But yeah, I've always wondered that, because I never asked you that. Like, you know, were you terrified to come in? Because like now I see like everybody. Freaking
No, I tell everybody you're the best.
out.
I'm like, well, I was like, yeah, she does an amazing job. So.
Hey,
Clearly why I keep coming back.
I freaking appreciate that. But if people will ask, like, I remember one time my friend's husband came in and I was working on him, and he's like, I was like educating him, because it's like my hat switches, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like, woo, Mel, like modeling. Like, when I get into I'm like very professional. Like, I'm really, you know, like if I find something on you, I'll let you know. And I was educating him on his gum health, and he's like, you're Mel, right? Like Mel, Alicia, because I had my mask on.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
yes. And he's like, Mel, like, as, and he kept like asking me like Mel, like Mel.media. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
And he's just like, okay, yeah, wow. It's just, you know, he couldn't comprehend, like, I just like had another life in the health field. And I was like, I wonder how many people do that or don't even want to come and see me because they think I'm like gonna destroy their mouth or something.
Things. I mean, you do dress sexual, so it would throw you off. Like, oh, she's still gonna be a hygienist? Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't guess either.
I know, that's fair. I've been better with that though.
I'm not judging. You're not mine. Actually, I don't even care. Like, my girl can dress whatever way she wants. That's your way. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't bother me.
You know what's funny? It's like James pushes me to wear certain things, and I'm like, no, I want to put more clothes on. And he's like, fine.
No, yeah. My girl push her to dress more sexy. You only got one life to live, right? You're gonna just get old, right?
I don't want to get old.
I'm not.
Ever.
She is.
Yeah, I'm not getting old. Screw that. Okay, what's the worst date you've ever been on?
Oh man, I've been on a lot.
I was like, damn. You going through all of it?
Roofie? Oh man. Yeah, roofie before? Let me think
on
about
a
it.
date?
Yeah, the principal's daughter. Oh man, it was so bad. But I was younger too. So I don't count that as a date. But I did go to a party. Maybe, I don't know. I've lived through a lot of lies. Maybe the principal's daughter. It wasn't a date.
Did you see the principal's daughter?
Okay, so my mom couldn't get me to school in time. Yeah, you know, couldn't wake up. So the principal started taking me to school. He's a cool ass guy, and I always hung out with older kids. I don't know why, but they're older, richer. Across the street, they lived in, it's called Ascendus. It was like a whole big ass neighborhood. And they used to invite me to house parties. So she was a hoe. She liked black dudes. She was like wherever a hoe was back in the day. And yeah, she like roofied me because she kept trying to hook up with me. And I was like, it's not my thing. Yeah. And then because I like Mexican girls, so Spanish girls, but I'm now in an all white school. But yeah. I don't know if that counted as a date, but she did roofie me to hook up with me. And I like came through, and this girl's like on top of me, riding me. I was like, oh my God. And then on Monday, I got to see her in the car because he picked me up for school. So awkward. I'm like,
wait, what grade is this?
I'm probably in 10th grade.
What the fuck?
Yeah, she's a senior. Yeah, I'm
she
probably.
roofied you.
She's not the first girl to roofie me. I had two other girls roofing me too.
God.
But I did have, so I had a hinge date. Was that going? Yeah, it was a hinge date. This girl seemed like she had her shit together. but something was off. She's like never really had a boyfriend. Great conversation. We go to dinner, and then I talk her into going get drinks. So it's always like, okay, cool, I'm in. But I have a flight in the morning, so I'm just keeping it chill. So we have drinks. We're talking for hours, and she flips a switch. So we're driving my car. I think it's like a 2-door. She like goes and like grabs my penis.
What the?
I said, "What's wrong with you?" She's like, "I need it." I said, "Stop, stop."
What the fuck?
And we're like in front of my restaurant, and so I'm like, because our car's parked there. I'm like, "Stop." And then she like grabs me and gets on top of me, bites my lip, like punches my lips. So now I'm bleeding, and I was like leaking down. And I'm like, this white girl's like on top of me, who's been so proper this whole fucking date. And then I was like, God, you gotta stop. So I don't know how to get her off of me. So I'm like beeping the horn for one of the people to come, and then finally somebody comes to the car and knocks on the window. I said, "You guys are good?" I said, "No, this bitch won't get off of me." And then she stops and just gets off and walks off. Never heard from this girl again.
What the fuck?
So wild.
Wait, was she hammered or something?
I don't know what the hell was happening. We did have,
Like
but yeah, she was just so like chill. We were like laughing. We were having a good time. She had a normal job, like corporate job, and then like we got in the car and the fucking switch.
Just bring the freak out of her.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, do you have any crazy stories, like celebrity stories, like parties you've been to or something where you're like, dude, if someone was to only see this? Ones you can tell on the mic.
I don't think I have ones I can tell. That's a fucking problem. I gotta think about this. I don't think.
Well, shit, you could tell any of them, but I guess it's really get someone in trouble.
It's like names and people. Yeah. I'm trying to think of any. Celebs do a lot of drugs. It's crazy. I don't do drugs, but motherfuckers do shitloads of drugs.
Oh my god.
Not really. Just same old parties.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He's like skip.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of something somewhat. No. Yeah. I don't even think so. No.
How about like a place you went? Let's just switch that then. We're like, you're not ratting anyone out. What about like a good time or trip or something with maybe a group of celebrities or athletes or something where you're like, okay, you guys were cool. Like that was a good time.
I had a bunch of those trips. Okay, I can say one. I was in New York with somebody. I can't say who, but they're like, "Oh, hey, there's this party. So such and such is throwing it." I said, "Okay, where's that?" It's like, "Oh, it's this underground spot." I said, "Well, let's go." So, I'm already hammered. Let's go. Yeah. But there's just a door and a guy outside of the door. So we go like knock on the door. We go down. Now like I'm trapped because I don't know how to get out of this motherfucker. And I'm so fucked up. And now it's like a bunch of sex rooms. I'm like, oh God.
What the fuck?
Yeah. First off, it's just some gay guys. First off, and then I keep going, and then it's like couples and orgies, and I'm like, where's the bar? So it's like a maze. Oh man. And then this guy disappears. I was like, fucking shit. So now I'm at I found a bar. Now I have these two gay guys hitting on me. And I'm like, oh God, I make my life flash before my eyes. I'm like, these motherfuckers are gonna get me this place. Like, I don't know. I'm like fresh meat. But yeah, I was in New York. Thank God I found this guy like an hour and 45 minutes later. I don't know what room, but there's so many fucking rooms. Like, it was like a maze. So, I mean, he maybe did his business, but
yeah.
I was getting offers. People were handing out condoms. And I was like, nah.
Are you into orgies?
No. All right. So, I used to throw parties at my adopted mom's house, right? Mm-hmm. And I threw this party one time. You ever have a party where you, there's more women than men? It never really happens, right?
Right.
But it was me and my three guys, me, my brother, and another guy. We invite like 50 girls. Not thinking about it. And then maybe 25, 30 come to this house. And then like all hell breaks loose. And I have a girlfriend at the time too.
Oh shit.
And then it's this one girl, Janae. She's been my homegirl forever, but she got the party. She's like, we're still in high school, so like
that's insane.
It's crazy, right? So she like started doing body shots off girls on the counter.
Yeah.
She was meant to be a stripper. Like that was her destiny. Like and she's super dope.
Yeah.
But that was her goal in life. It was
Yeah.
gonna happen. So she was already advanced than us. And then orgy breaks out in the room. And then I think maybe after 30, 40 minutes we all leave the room and the lights are off. My brother's like, I think I had sex with your girlfriend. I was like, ugh.
Shut the fuck up.
I was like, man, I'm gonna have to break up with her tonight. He's like, what? I said, yeah, it's over. Like, he's like, no. I said, no, it's ended. So now we're in the room. I'm just like looking at this girl sleeping. I'm like, I can't wait. The morning wakes up. I said, hey, it's over. She's like, what? She's like, after everything you did last night? I said, nah, you hooked up with my brother. I was like, I can't ever like, want to bring you Thanksgiving dinner?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, she's like, okay. I said, okay. And we were dating for like a year or so.
Did she know she was having sex with your brother?
I don't think she even cared.
Right.
I don't think she even
She's
cared.
like, next, like, whatever.
I don't even know if she cared about it. No.
Damn.
She's like, it's going to go down. It was only 3 guys and there was like 6 girls in the room. So I guess,
Oh, well, okay, the odds.
yeah, maybe like a 15% odds, 18%.
Yeah.
You hit it right on the nail, right?
Right, yeah.
Probably went gunning for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Who knows?
After that, no. I'm kind of boring. I like sex with like one person. I like that connection. So it's like
Yeah.
threesomes, yeah, that's cool. But like they're like here and there. They're like played out. I think you do them like on vacation once in a while. But like I enjoy just having that connection with one person because
Yeah.
like we know what each other's likes, and then we can be like whores with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Keep
don't
it
like.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm disgusted by that other person. Dead ass. And threesome, I look at this girl like, oh god, I'm so disgusted by this other girl.
I just like wouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't want to be like touched by anybody. I don't know.
Really?
I feel like no.
How about you don't like girls?
Me out. I think like there was like a time where I would probably been more like open minded to all those things, but I think like. And you were right about connection. When I'm connected and like with James, I'm like really sexually connected to him. It's like I don't think either one of us would want somebody in that.
Never in that like.
Yeah, really, because then it takes away that connection, and it's like something weird. I've never had such a sexual connection with someone like this before, and it's
That's
like,
fair.
yeah, I don't know.
I used to think that, but then no. I was like, well, so my ex was like, she's like, Mel's like, oh well, you can't put your penis inside of her. I said, then why the fuck do I want a threesome? But then I thought about it. I was like, that is giving somebody my energy, right?
Yes.
So whenever it would happen, it would be like in Vegas or on vacation. But then our sex would get better.
Yeah.
Afterwards, and we would joke about the girl. I was like, you saw that her pussy? I was like, yeah, man, that's crazy. I didn't expect that. And then like one girl was like super sweet, innocent. Mm-hmm. She was like, you could tell like she was like hitting on her, and like she's like, what do I do? I'm like, you're a girl. Pull her, like fuck it, whatever, your decision. Because when we talked about it, the end goal is I get off on pleasing the person I'm with. So like it should be me and this girl pleasuring you, not you guys, vice versa, right?
Right.
I'm not being a greedy guy, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that happened, and then she looked at the girl's Instagram in the morning. First off, our Rolexes are on the table. I was like, this bitch still have Rolexes? Like we're dumb. We're all fucked up.
Yeah.
No, she didn't take nothing. But she, we looked at her Instagram, and she was at, what's his fucking name? Who owns a night? God, from Vegas. He used to have all the girls. What the fuck is his name? Yeah, Dan. She was at Dan's house.
Yes.
Mark of the devil on her with the bathing suit. I was like, I knew she was a whore.
Oh shit! I mean.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, having sex with one girl forever is cool, but like I'm a guy. I just want to see something, some urges here. Like every 6 months, throw me a bone. Like even I watch you hook up with a girl. I'm like, whatever, cool. Yeah. Have her just give me a blowjob and then let her be on her way because I'm disgusted by her anyway. So, so yeah.
Oh fuck, that's so funny. Okay, have you found your purpose in life? Do you believe in that? Do you believe that everyone has like a purpose?
No. Well, is that like one thing? Cause
I don't think it has to be one thing because I don't think I have one purpose. I think I have a lot of purposes in life.
I had goals, like a purpose, like I don't know. That's a hard one. If I have like a purpose in life, I think I do, but like I don't know what it is. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. I'm just like, I'm trying something new every day. So I don't know really what my purpose is, but I think I'm just living life to the best of my ability. But yeah, I do want to. One of my goals has been to change somebody's life. I've tried.
Okay.
It sounds like conceited, but
No, I don't
I've
think
taken
so.
people in. My mom was that way. Like even when I didn't live with her, she would take my friends in. So
Yeah.
I've like taken people in and tried to like build them up. But I want to like change somebody's life from like start to finish.
I love that.
That's like been my final like bucket list item. But other than that, yeah,
And you're probably changing people's lives without even knowing.
yeah. I just want to see it
Yeah.
for my benefit, to make me feel better.
Hell yeah. Okay. Where can people find you on social media?
Sean, Jazzy, Jeff. So simple.
It is really simple.
Yeah.
And then last thing before, or well, I guess I should say when this lifetime ends, or your life ends because you don't believe in life after this, what would you like to be remembered by or as?
If I said I don't care to be remembered, is that crazy?
No.
I don't know.
And you can say that.
I don't know if I care to be remembered. It's kind of like a weird thing. I just like, I'm gone. So like, shit on me all you want. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck. It doesn't bother me. Just do it right by others. Honestly, I don't think many people can say like I've ever fucked them over. So let's just do it right by others. But to be remembered, I'm in the fucking ground or burnt. Burn me and throw me out of a fucking plane. I don't care. Like
Out of a plane.
Yeah.
Going skydiving.
Yeah, I've never
Just cast it
figured
out.
like why people visit graves. It's just not my thing. I'm like, just burn that motherfucker. And like, I always remember people. I've had people tattooed who've passed away, tattoos for them, and I celebrate them that way. But like,
Yeah, and we've had a bunch of homies pass away.
yeah,
But yeah, RIP to all those ones.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right, Jazzy. Well, thank you for, first of all, always showing up. You show up to fucking everything. My engagement, or no, the proposal.
Yeah.
That's what, you hate Tulum now, and you
I
were
hate
freaking
Tulum.
there. So
Anything for
real
you
one.
guys.
Yeah. So thanks for showing up to the podcast, and I appreciate you coming on and sharing all these stories I haven't even heard.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
I love this for you.
Please blow up.